Now, following in the footsteps of great explorers, the Amazu family have become the first Nigerians to reach the Geographic North Pole. It's an expedition to remember the abducted girls of Chibok and also raise awareness of Challenge 100. Founded by Og Amazu and his wife Joy, Challenge 100 is a foundation set up by the family based on the 3 pillars of entrepreneurialism, philanthropy and family, with the aim of inspiring charitable acts in others. Well, Og and Joy Amazu, along with their young daughters Aimee and Monica, traveled to the Geographic North Pole from the Russian ice base of Camp Barneo, where the parents skydived from 10,000 feet onto the ice, with Og then diving under the ice cap to walk upside down on the actual site of the Geographic North Pole. Extraordinary. And I'm pleased to say Og and Joy join me now. I mean, welcome.
Thank you.
And welcome back from the North Pole. Now, why would you do something like that?
Everyone keeps asking us that question. No, it's a very simple thing. We are launching Challenge 100 globally. It's a charity that we have, challenge100.com, where we have undertaken as a couple and as a family to self-fund 100 projects around the world in 5 years. So far, we began last year with a soft launch. We've done about 9 projects so far. And the idea is to encourage people out there to formalize their giving. Everyone's a giver of sorts. And that's really what it's all about. We've launched it globally now.
But why the North Pole, Joy? And what do your children think of all of this?
Well, my children think it's amazing. I mean, it was a dream come true for them. I mean, they've read about it, they've heard about it, but they never thought they'd go. And it's just somewhere I never thought I'd go, and when the opportunity presented itself, why not?
Yeah, but what motivated you to want to go to the North Pole? I mean, I know obviously you've got the, the charity and all other things that you're doing, but why the North Pole?
Well, everyone's got a bucket list, and this is just the first of many things that I want to do.
Right. Now, where does the money come from to finance these things, and how are you going to fund these projects?
Well, that's the challenge. We have given ourselves the real challenge of funding it all ourselves. So we're not actually asking anybody out there to give us any money. We're saying that what we do want from people, though, is that we've got 91 projects left to do in 5 years. That's a lot to do.
Yeah, that's
a lot to do. And we're asking for ideas. Go to our website, challenge100.com, send us a suggestion, I think, to challenges that we do, or projects in your communities, whether it's in China, India, Nigeria, the UK, that impact your lives and your communities. And let's see how we can help you, A, pay for it ourselves, B, get other people interested in your project and make noise for you. I think that sort of social behavioral impact, I think, is what we want to trigger in people. We're doing it, and we're having a lot of fun doing it. And we just think, why not try and do the same thing as we're doing? You know?
I mean, I have to say that, for the benefit of the audience, I've known your family for many years. I mean, I know your brother, I know your father and all of that. And I mean, they're not exactly the sort of people who traipse off to the North Pole, are they? I mean,
no, I think actually a lot of it had to do with my wife, Joy. I mean,
so she really is the one. She's the agent provocateur.
Yes, she is. I mean, she challenged me a couple of years back, about 4 years ago. We were on a holiday, enjoying the beach sun and relaxing. She goes, actually, I'd love to climb Neva's Peak. Oh, darling, we're on a beach holiday. And the next day, 12 hours later, we climbed this thing. And she goes, how about Kilimanjaro? And then
that's extraordinary.
And extraordinary. And then literally it escalated. And we thought, actually, we can do this, have fun, and do a lot of good. And if we can inspire another 10 people like us globally to do the same, they have way more resources and reach than we can ever muster. What an amazing thing it would be, and then come together, celebrate it, and those who we are helping.
Astonishing. And Joy, clearly you don't have a problem with vertigo, do you?
No, definitely not.
Because, I mean, going up to Kilimanjaro is something that I would not consider for the moment.
I think it would be amazing to actually just get to the top of it. I mean, even skydiving out of the helicopter, I mean, I had said I'm going to scream all the way down, and I came out of the plane and I was like, wow. And you have the most amazing views, and you burst through the cloud. I think the adrenaline is something.
The rush is brilliant, and that's what you do it, well, beyond the charity side of it. But I mean, this just sounds like a a bucket list of things you want to do? I mean, you know, with a bit of charity sort of attached to the end of it.
Well, no, not really at all, actually. The charity bit is the main bit of it, and I love the projects that we do, and I do get to pick the projects that we do, so I'm very heavily involved in them, and it's just something that is, I pick projects that are close to my heart.
And what kind of response have you received so far?
In terms of projects?
Yes, in terms of the charity projects and what you're trying to inspire in people.
I think people have been amazed. I mean, a friend of ours recently has been inspired to start her own project, and we're going to help her with that. And people have come to us with all sorts of ideas. I mean, we obviously can't say yes to everything, but it's about people going out and doing things. I mean, someone asked me this morning, will I do a 10-kilometre run? I don't run, by the way, so this is not going to be pretty, but I think I might do it.
Yeah, well, you look very fit. You put me to shame there, I mean, I have to say. But what is the next challenge on your list?
The next challenge on the list, depending upon what the public tell us to do as well. I mean, we have billed to go to the South Pole in December with the family again. We think juxtaposing who we are, where we come from, against the backdrop, this pristine white and cold backdrop, I think there's a good message out there as well. So it's just breaking stereotypes as to what we can and can't do. So for those Nigerians and Africans out there, or black British or American, African Americans, there's no limit to what you can do. I mean,
so this has a lot to do with being an African and doing, I mean, the sky's the limit, essentially.
Absolutely. It is just that message, you know, that, look, you can do anything. And if we Africans can do it, Indians and the Chinese and the English and Americans, we can all do it. And it's a way of organizing it all and putting a formality to it that keeps you accountable. Because now we're public. You know, we have to perform in 5 years. And people are going to watch us to go through that process.
Very briefly, you took your children to the North Pole. Are you planning to take them on the other challenges?
Definitely to the South Pole. Maybe not all the challenges, because some of them obviously are just not.
So you are actually planning to go to the South Pole?
Yes, and
right.
I plan to dive onto it again.
Well, we shall watch and clap for you when you do that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed to both of you. We appreciate that very much indeed, and all the best, of course, because what you're doing is for a very good cause. And please come back and talk to us again. We'll look forward to it.
Thank you, Charles.
And that is your Africa Wrap for Monday, 20th April. Join us again tomorrow at 1800 GMT. Bye-bye.